anything with them. So the watch they're investigating. Obviously, they suspect foul play.
Mm.
No one's really mentioned anything about giant zombie worm things underneath the arena.
Well,
Right.
obviously, because
I mean, there's still
remnants.
sludge.
Sounds like a conspiracy to me.
I mean, it turned into kind of a sludge thing.
Right.
Let's say it's all a conspiracy.
Although I will say their hidden disappearance is an actual thing. It's not just I don't want you guys to capture him or anything sort of deal.
No, I ain't even worried about it. All right.
I'm trying to think of what we should be doing. Oh, that's right. We were thinking about going to ask Elagos?
Yes, the guy that you gave the green worm to and other stuff from and other things.
Mm-hmm.
How many did you want to wait until the doppelganger was done being brewed, or just until you were fully healed? Like, how long did you want to dawdle on that?
I think we determined it would only take a couple days. It would only take a couple days to fully heal, right? Because we have a cleric.
Bam out some cures, and then pray the next day. Bam out some more cures, and the next day you're pretty much topped off at that point. I mean, if you want to wait till you get, heal everyone, then get all your favor back, it'd take like 2 days. But the doppelgangers take longer to brew.
I don't think we want to necessarily wait for the doppelgangers. At least do nothing.
I will say that. Well, for the doppelganger thing, I will say that Hamal, you don't have to watch them the entire time. They're just kind of
bubbling.
Happening at this point. You had to get the process going. You had to watch that carefully, fill the right ingredients, and bake them at 400 for a while. But then after that, they just got to kind of grow.
Right. Yeah. No. We can come and get them whenever we're ready to move on. I'm not too worried about.
So, are you just going to go straight to Elagos' house, or are you going to do any side trips? Anything else you want to do before you head over there, or anything else you want to do before? This is before you head on over there.
Ooh, of course, I wanted to get some armor.
Maybe some.
Go shopping.
Potion. Oh, I definitely need some armor.
Yeah.
Got melted.
You could have. We'll say you would have purchased that while you're out and about during your whole talkie thing. Corzael, if you wanted to get new armor as well or repair your armor, that could also have been done during the 2 days you were waiting.
Because we have plenty of moulahs.
I'll set you back. Got a new revised table here. So, Sumi, what kind of armor do you want? Do you want the best that rogues can wear without weighing you down overtly?
Yeah.
Without problems.
Okay. So that'll be mail shirt. Formerly known as a hauberk. I went back and forth on that until I kept getting conflicting things. One's called a hauberk or a Herbergian or a burning. So I said, screw it, mail shirt. That is 500 silver pieces, damage reduction 2, instead of 1. And dexterity, your armor class is 11 plus your dex, so you can use your full dexterity on it. Corzael, did you want to repair or buy a...
Did you say my AC is what?
It's 11 plus your full dexterity modifier. So this thing will take a couple good acid dissolving.
Good.
How much money do we have? Because
we do have some alkylith remains, depending on if we.
That's also I should ask Kamal if you wanted anything to do with those. I know the brain. I said could do something with. You could learn spells from it, or you can just eat it and you'll be able to cast spells using it for like an hour.
Right. Yeah. No. I think I think we'll hold on to it, and I'll take the time to learn the spell instead of just wasting it because.
Okay, so we have 5,885 silver.
It's a good amount.
Minus 5 here in a second.
Oh, are magic teleportation circles a thing?
Magic teleportation circles?
As a thing that you have, well, teleportation is a thing. That is a conjuration ritual.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a teleportation spell, anyone of you guys can actually use it as long as you take time to learn how to do it. It's just that Hamal, you have so much mana, you can actually do it without possibly killing yourself, unlike Corzel, who would, well, she's tough enough she could probably shake it off, but teleportation circles would also be a thing. It would require you to have the teleportation spell and then actually build it.
What about divination
That's the thing.
for teleportation?
Oh, no. Divination would let you, because the way teleportation would work was that you have to know where you're going, otherwise you'll teleport in a random spot. Divination would let you, if you have the right talent, view a location far away and then bead that in under teleportation so you would arrive at the right spot.
I was just curious.
Pretty much anything you want to do magic, you can probably do. It's just, it depends on how much money you have and how much time you have to want to do it.
That's right, we leveled up, didn't we?
So I guess kind of think Dungeon World, Wizard Ritual style. And Corzel, similarly, cleric talent thingies. You know, if you think it's within your god's domain, you could build towards that ability. Like summoning angels would be a thing.
Angels?
I mean, I just asked because I know you guys probably wouldn't care for it much, but we've got this nice, well, not necessarily plot of land here, but hideout
Yes. I
that
agree.
we
It is well hidden. It's also fully stocked alchemy lab.
Can I get 2 quivers of arrows?
Yes, you can. That's readily
So-
anything normal in this you can get as long. I mean, if it's normal, you can get your hands on it. Someone has it.
I figured I just, I don't know
It's
how
a
much.
magic item.
So do we only have like 5,000 silver pieces, but we have other things that we can sell?
No, that's just if we had sold stuff too. Or just silver we found lying around. Well, actually, for example, we found
For some reason, I thought we had a bit more than that. So a couple more thousand.
Well,
But all right.
I mean, individually we do, but then I started putting stuff together in just one bundle. Like, Corzel has 129 gold. Humal has 1 platinum, 234 gold pieces, and 202 silver. I have 1 platinum, 153 gold pieces, 941 silver pieces, stuff like that.
Okay.
But I mean, 5,000 is still a lot. That's why I'm just
Yeah.
kind of taking it out of that for now.
Yeah.
Well, 5,000 would get Corzel. Since there's a good dwarf district, even plate armor, you could find some that would fit you very easily. But that's 10,000 silver.
Isn't plate like 10,000?
Yes, the chain and plate is 5,000, and that is damage resistance 4, armor class 14 plus, or it's just 14.
Is that better?
Okay. What does full plate offer?
Damage resistance 5, armor class 15.
Okay.
For double the price, that's not too big of a uppage. But I mean, it could matter, but
It is. But, something I would probably want to work on later, but yeah.
How much was a
Yeah,
platinum in silver?
if we could afford the chain and plate, certainly, but that's only if we can afford it.
100 silver?
No, 100. Period.
100 silver pieces? Or
Yeah.
100 gold?
A platinum is worth 10 gold, so it's worth
Oh,
100 silver, and it's worth 1,000 copper.
Okay, no. I thought maybe a platinum was more than that.
I'm sorry, it's only worth 10 gold pieces. I think in second edition they're only worth 5 gold pieces, so hey, exchange rate improved.
What document are you looking at as well? Because like the 1.4 obviously is outdated.
I'm looking at the InDesign thing that
Gotcha.
I've been doing the InDesign document now because I need to finish filling things out, so I need to know like where text is and what needs art and whatnot. But I can export that and upload that and share that with you right now if you want.
I'd appreciate that.
+4.
Do that.
Yeah, like that chain. That's.
I was gonna say we might have also gotten 1,300 solar pieces from the battle we did complete. That I did not tally yet.
Okay.
That one.
For some reason I thought we had maybe like 7,000 or 6,000 silver pieces.
So yeah, that would make it 6,685 quivers.
1 second. I need to upload this really quick. For some reason, I don't know how to hot file. That's doing
Oh, okay,
everything.
that's what I was missing.
I didn't actually put down. I'm going to say 10 silver pieces for a quiver of 20 arrows.
That's fine. I want two.
All right. I forgot to put on how much a quiver of arrows costs. But it's something that I will have to make a note to do when we're done here. You almost mentioned potions, I think. Is another thing you want to do?
Me? I just use healing potions aren't readily available, are they?
Not magical instant heal all your woes potions, but mending potions are. And actually, Hamal can brew those at the standard fare.
Yeah, I already still have 4 of them, or at least we have 4 who's, you know what I mean, so I don't think we really need anything of that kind of.
Yeah, even Corzel has one on her, potion of mending.
Well, if you want any of the normal baseline alchemical things, Hamal can brew them at the crafting cost, which is less than the cost to go buy them at a store.
Okay.
And if Hamal can think of anything that you guys have available that he could brew into a different kind of potion, like the Alkalith Ichor into a potion of acid resistance, that would also be a thing he could do.
And anything that's defensive oriented is definitely on Corzel's table right now.
On the list, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Quick question for you, David. I was just copy and pasting all my moves over, and I must have just glanced over this in the post and didn't bring it up. Phantasmal Killer. The prerequisites for it as the new one is Illusionist, Animated Illusion, and Ghost Sound. Instead of what it was before, which was Illusionist, Animated Illusion, and Solid Illusions.
That's actually, yes, that's what it should be.
Okay.
Unless it's Solid Illusion.
I was going to say that probably makes more sense if you actually think about what Phantasmal Killer is.
I think I copy and pasting them over and over in the document and editing them, and then I must have just copy and pasted the wrong thing, or I didn't check it and edit it.
Yeah, no worries. I was just asking just because I was like, oh shit, I don't have Ghost Sound. I might need to move that around.
Well, yeah, it's a discrepancy, right? So, yeah.
That's something else I need to make sure I catch that. Okay, so the thing finally finished uploading. I'm going to share it with you guys now. I'm going to share it. Okay, so it's been shared.
Can I finish something?
The Black Book.
Yeah, it's I based a lot of the content thing on it was actually the first D&D thing I ever played. I don't even know
Red
what
Book
it's
and Black
called.
Book?
Well, it came in a black box.
Black box,
And
yeah.
I don't know like what it's like. It's not like BX or BCMI or whatever. The only thing I was able to find that online was when I was looking around and finally I saw the Easy to Master D&D game, and that's what I used to find it. And I've just been calling it the black box because it's in a black box, and it had 5 levels, very basic stuff. So that's what I've been kind of using for this thing to kind of do like a basic intro. Here's the intro to what this whole thing's all about.
Yeah, there was the black box and there was the red box. Yeah.
Yeah, the red box is what I'm going to do for the next one, where it's going to have 20 levels, all the classes, all the races, more craft skills, more magic items, more the whole shebang.
Yeah, second revised AD&D, also called second edition. Yeah, it was the red box. Yeah. That's cool.
I only know the red box because I have I have the actual 4th edition starter set, which also came in a red box, and I know that they were doing a throwback to the original red box thing.
What did you share it with?
I shared it with
email.
.tidings.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay, if for some reason it normally would go to my social folder and it didn't, that's the only reason.
Yeah, it didn't go to my social folder. It didn't go to my social folder either. I was like, what the hell? That is weird.
Yeah.
There's the whole sharing thing, so it doesn't put it. Maybe did it go in your update folder?
It went in my primary folder.
Yeah, it went in my primary folder.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. All right, sweet.
I don't understand G+.
Freaking Google, man. All right, let's see here.
Nothing's hyperlinked yet.
Soon.
I'm joking, of course. Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah.
Well, no, I do want to put hyperlinks in there. I've actually been trying to get the index all fleshed out.
Well, yeah, you definitely don't want to hyperlink it until you're done the book, for sure.
So there's I'm doing the last bit of editing in here is because like when I was doing Center World, when I kept doing stuff in Google Docs, and I would realize, oh, I need more art. Oh, where I thought I needed art, I don't need it anymore because I filled that space in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we've added so much art to this thing, and it's not that I don't want to. I just don't want to. I want to try to avoid taking a lot of time doing it. But I would definitely want to make sure all the blank spaces and blank pages are covered up.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's also
I'll also let you know that the page numbers are off as well.
The
They
page
always
numbers
are until we
the
publish
page
them.
numbers.
I know.
I'm pasting the lines.
Yeah, they're all 12 and 14.
Yeah, they're all good.
I actually fell for that. I put in 14. I was like, wait, that's not the right page.
Same here. I scrolled down to 14. I was like, I feel like this is wrong. Yeah. Let's see here. Excellent.
But ever since the one guy that did the Center World review was like, there's an actually good index in this book. I'm like, well, shit. Now I got to keep making sure indexes actually work.
Quick question. And obviously, just because, and this is just a book question. The moving, or like, because we're later on in levels now, the benefits for leveling up just kind of continue to scale past 5.
Yeah. In this, it's limited to 5, but otherwise you can kind of keep repeating things up to in blocks of 5.
Mm-hmm.
The levels would deviate slightly. Like the fighter's damage and attack thing wouldn't actually be the exact same. It would if you do the pattern thing, it wouldn't repeat the exact same. But I mean, that's just what you can go off of for now, without being. I mean, the numbers might be like your magic focus bonus might be one off in your favor, but not enough to.
Every 5 levels, you can plus one.
Plus one stat up to plus 5.
The only reason I ask is for the number of talents I should have. Oh. And I was making sure I had the correct amount.
Again, like I think the worst case is that you're going to be 1 talent off, but I think it's going to end up being in your favor. Like you're going to have 1 more than you should, and that's not a big deal.
Yeah,
that's not a big deal. This play test to really skew things.
So yeah, look at the armor then. Is Laminar is that's the right price? 1,000
Yeah, I don't.
silver.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I keep trying to find armor stuff. I ordered another armor book. I don't know if Laminar or Lamilar is better. Like, from
Yeah,
was
to
almost
me
getting to a
they
point-
seem like the same thing. I know I've done research on because I was just making a samurai playbook, right?
Yes,
I was
yes.
just like, what the hell's the difference between Laminar and Laminar? Not a whole lot.
I was honestly getting to a point where I was like, maybe I should just say, you have leather armor, and then you have metalish armor, and then you have plate armor, and just kind of somehow like do it like in a weird, like leathery armor is +2 to AC, metal is +4, and then plate is +6. I just try to look through broad, because I mean,
like leather light, leather heavy, leather medium kind of thing, and then like metal heavy, metal medium, metal light.
that's not a bad idea, because then you can kind of just describe it yourself. Because I'm looking at armor, and it's like, sometimes they'll wear like a brigandine, but then they'll put a cuirass on it, and I'm like, I don't want to get that granular. I don't want to make people have to go like, I'm wearing this with this cuirass and this van brace. It's like I want to make it really simple, and it's really hard.
What was the middle one? What would it be? Leather something metal?
See, a brigandine I think would be like the medium or the heavy version of leather, but brigandine almost sounds like it's like scale armor, but the metal's on the inside.
So what would you call that? Mixed, maybe like leather mixed plate or leather mixed metal
I
or
I don't know.
Like
I don't know if you want to. But
yeah,
I think
I don't know.
I think you're onto something with the leather light, medium, heavy, the metal light, medium, heavy thing, because this way players can say, I'm wearing heavy leather.
Yep.
This is what it is. Sort of thing.
I think that'd be cool. I'd be cool with that personally. So yeah.
Because then you wouldn't have to go like, because I mean, scale armor and laminar and all this other stuff, they all sound very, very, very similar.
2, 3, 4,
small
5,
degrees
6,
of
7,
difference.
8. Like you already have 9 entries in here, right? That would be 9 entries.
Yes, yeah, I can just replace the whole damn thing, and then I don't got to order it anymore. I'm wearing light plate. You tell me what
light metal, yeah. Because light metal would probably be like a male shirt or like chain or something like that, right? And then like medium metal would be like scale or something, and then heavy metal is plate, right? Effectively.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like medium would be the chain and plate combo. So I think light metal would be
maybe that like those chain vest thingies that like.
Well, that's what you're
wearing. Yeah, chain vest. Yeah.
There's like a male shirt thing, and then there's one that went down to the knees, and then they sometimes put plate over that, and then or it was plate armor with chainmail along the joints to keep your joints better protected, because plate armor was like really expensive and blah blah blah. And it's just,
I guess I could see where if people want to take advantage of the little nicks in the plate.
Well, yeah, that's why I give the rogue the talent chink in the armor. That's
well, I mean, but having the chainmail underneath it is quite clever.
Yeah. Well, that's why the damage resistance is higher, because even if you find a chink, they're still mail, so it still mitigates the damage somewhat. I mean, I got one more armor book coming in from one guy that was like, yeah, this is something you could read, but if this doesn't suss everything out for me, I'm just going to do the thing that you said, because that's so much simpler. And it covers all the bases.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and like you said, it lets you be a little more creative with it too, right? A little more personalized.
I almost did with weapons. Like I almost did with weapons, where it's like weapons are like there's an abstract table, so you can say I'm using a light one-handed weapon. You decide what it is. That way, there's no like kind of like if I want to use an axe. Well, axes aren't like the best for this or that. Or I can just say it's an axe. It's a two-handed heavy axe. It does all that way. The two-handed heavy sword. So it's more about player preference and style.
I'm fine with that too. Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm going to do that because, I mean, I'll look at the armor book. I don't expect it to actually give me definitive answers. So, you know what? Thank you for saying that, because that's my fallback plan. My fallback plan that I'll probably almost certainly end up having to do, because I'm tired of the armor has been holding me up, and I'm kind of just done with it.
I'm just like kind of looking at the armors, right? Like for a fifth of the price. I can increase her damage reduction by 3, and I think her armor class stays the same, though.
That was another thing where I kind of did the prices was like if you have like a really good dex, mail shirt's the way to go. If your dex isn't so good, then the whatever's above the mail shirt will kind of get you the same way. But it's that's why the price is less. That way, there's kind of an incentive to maybe go up to that level. And if you don't need that full dex modifier, you can kind of save some money.
Actually, her AC would go up by 1. It would go up to 3 to 4. Okay. Yeah, she has no dex bonus though, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, well, that's what the heavy armor is there for. This is I just want as high dex as I can get, so I'm gonna do this. Like Sumia obviously wouldn't want to have like scale armor because that would cap her dex.
Yeah, I would suggest we get the laminar rather than because then we can save up for plate later on, or just other things, right? Whatever, rather than just spending 5K on armor.
Masterwork armor would actually give you a dex bonus. Mithril armor would give you a dex bonus. So if you get Masterwork Mithril, which would be ridiculously expensive, then hey, you could actually add
plus 2 dex. Yeah.
Or you can get adamantine armor, which plus 1 AC, plus 1 damage resistance. Dex cap goes down by 1 to a minimum of 0. So plate adamantine wouldn't penalize you. It'd be really heavy, so maybe your weight capacity wouldn't let you use it. But hey, AC 16, damage resistance 6.
Okay. How much does adamantine add to the cost?
I haven't. That's going to be in the red book. I haven't decided yet, but I'm
so nothing we need to worry about then for now. Okay. Gotcha.
I would say in the city you're at, no one sells adamantine armor.
Okay. I am glad you got rid of the what's it called, the movement penalty on shields.
And that's because in the black box thing, there's no speed penalties. The speed penalty happened in 3rd edition. In 2nd and 1st, it was more of like, does your weight capacity let you carry it? Yes. So why the hell would it reduce your speed? And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
The first couple editions of D&D assumed that if you had proficiency in armor, you could move in that armor, right? Like, yeah, basically.
Well, I mean, like, I know plate armor was, like 50, 60 pounds over that, but if your strength is so high you can carry 50, 60 pounds, why would it reduce your speed at all?
Yeah. I mean,
so I got rid of that.
Realistically, like in real life, it still would, but this isn't real life, so yeah. But yeah. Just because it's constricting somewhat, right? Like it's somewhat constricting of your movements, but yeah, not in terms of weight, but simply in terms of the stiffness.
I also didn't think people would want to burn talents trying to mitigate the speed penalties anyway. So
yeah.
Does armor not give? Does armor in general not penalize speed then?
No, none of the armors penalize your speed as long if you can carry it, you're fine. It penalizes your movements with the dex caps. But I am gonna add another thing in there for like a skill penalty. So like if you're trying to sneak or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
It'll give a penalty to any skill that requires like fine like balancing or tumbling or whatever, then it would penalize it.
All right. Does that make more sense?
And also, I think for stealth,
for the group, does that make more sense for the group to get that armor rather than the chain and plate?
You can get plate armor or.
How much was it again?
1,000 as opposed to 5,000.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't care.
Cheats.
I mean, it is what it is. I use Abjure to deal with my armor, so you don't have to buy any armor for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, if we only have like 6,000 or even 5,000 silver, to dump that all on the armor right now is kind of a lot, right?
No, I agree. It makes sense totally. Just go for the 1,000.
We have other things we could spend our money on, right?
Yeah.
Like even Corsael. All right. So would that be fine then, David? 1,000? Could I maybe try for the laminar?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like I said, the dwarf district has their armor your size. They have all armor types available. So 1,000, and that'll be you will say you bought that like on the first day, like maybe Sumi went and bought it for you or something like that, or maybe you went out with her and did that.
I think she would go out with her. Yeah.
So
Get it fitted.
before you go to, so basically, you guys do all your shopping, do any brewing and whatnot, and then on day 3, go into Elagos's house.
Yeah.
But before you guys go there, is there anything else you want to buy or whatnot? Anything else?
I think so.
Nothing off the top of my head.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so and any kind of precautions you're taking on the way there?
For safety?
Or stealth or whatever.
Maybe avoiding detection from people that might be looking for you.
Do we want to wear disguises, guys?
I think that would be best. They don't have to be, your illusion stuff. Or it's only one. He can only do one illusion, right?
No, he can disguise himself, and he can, because he has animated illusion high enough level, he can actually basically poop a disguise all over you guys, and then make it move with you.
Oh, okay.
Corza could just wear her, she could just wear a robe over her armor, right? And it's new armor anyway, so she'll look different. But, I mean, illusions help too, obviously.
Yeah.
I think that'd be better because someone might recognize your face. Not to say that.
All dwarves look alike.
Not to say that your face is distinct or anything.
Well, if she has a cowl, right, over like the hood, she could wear it low, right? But yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, she's a dwarf. She's like, her face is technically lower than most people's, right? So she could bow pretty low. But yeah, definitely. If illusions are an option, definitely that.
Yeah. No, I've got plenty of mana. I don't think we're bringing any animated minions. So.
Yeah.
What about my battle bear?
You can bring it if you want.
I know, but can't it be part of the illusion? Like as a pretend dog or something, or horse, or.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Hamal's illusions, as long as you guys stay within the same 5-foot cubic space.
Wait. That work? Oh no, that seems a little small.
10-foot cubic space.
Okay.
Then yeah, that'll be fine. So Hamal, you can do that, and you do your disguise. Alvar looks like a dog or whatever, and then trip across the city. No one seems to notice you. No one seems to say anything. Everything seems pretty normal. And you get to the Garden District. It's much cleaner. There's more guards here, but they don't really pay you any mind, especially since you're not dragging an owlbear around with you. You get to Elagos's house, and as before, you see the dragon statues, all the little concentric pools and ponds, like a little Zen garden going on. What do?
Walk up to the door and say, walk up to the door and knock.
Okay. You knock and you wait 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You don't hear anything inside, and the door, you don't hear like anyone, even like, footsteps approaching the door. There's just no sound. Door doesn't open.
Oh, jeez. Any ideas, you guys?
Well, Melissa walked from the table for a little bit, so I would say that she would say that she'll totally pick the lock and you guys can break in.
Yeah, but then we're going to break in and he's going to be like in the bath or something and just didn't hear us knock on the door.
And he's in the bath with a magic toaster and he's dead.
That wouldn't surprise me. I'm willing to... It's not outside the spread that Elagos is dead and or gone.
So they went to knock on the door. No answer.
Any idea, Corzel?
I mean, I think you know what Corzel would do.
Is it locked?
It's actually not locked.
Oh, well, I opened up the door.
Okay, so Sumi opens up the door. And you look
there.
inside, you see the entry hall that you saw before. The paintings on the wall, little statues, busts of various things, preserved, very preserved monster heads. There's no light, but it's quiet. You don't see anything awry.
I guess I'm going to sneak.
Would you like to be invisible?
And look around.
Okay.
What place? I'll look in the first room I see.
That would be kind of like a little gathering area where you were brought to, where you came to, where you talked with you when you first and stuff. You do see him. You see him in the room. The candles that have been there, they've all melted down. He's kind of back in his chair, throat slit.
Oh my God.
There's blood spurted everywhere. His little butler guys is sprawled on the floor, pool of dry blood. They look like they've been dead for a couple days now.
Well,
About 3 days.
Wait, is that as long as we've been gone since the incident?
Effectively.
yeah. Our enemies got to him.
I guess I would look around for some clues as to who might have done this. What happened?
Would you inform Hamal and Cordell?
Oh yeah, I go ahead and just yell it down because I doubt these people are here still.
Yeah,
Okay,
it has been
Hamal
3
and Cordell, what
days.
do you do?
Be very upset.
Well, when you walk in the room, his body actually turns toward you.
Oh shit.
It says Hamal, and it reaches into his body and he pulls out this kind of like rectangular box. He says, "Bring this to Olliston."
Back in Diamond, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
And then
I
the
mean,
body comes down.
yeah.
Do we see this?
Necromantic magic about you.
I mean, I imagine.
Is this an illusion, or do we see this? Because I think Corsair would have entered the room at the same
You actually
time.
see this. Like
Everybody does.
his body like pops and snaps from like
Yeah.
rigor mortis as his arm bends and it like reaches into his body. It doesn't like pull it out like a doppelganger is. He actually reaches into his chest like so there's like congealed blood gooping out and he rips this thing out of his body.
Okay.
Oh, maybe he had some magical thing where he could.
Compulsion in death.
It's a contingency. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll take the box and put it in my bag and not look at it.
Well, it's a solid piece of metal.
Oh,
Like, you
okay.
have to be able to open it.
Gotcha.
Is it magical?
Well,
It is. Well, I mean, so, yeah, you can look at it. It's magical, very strong abjuration and transmutation.
oh, okay. As long as there's not conjuration and it's not a puzzle box.
Well, looks like we're going to be going to
Diamond Lake.
Diamond City.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Diamond Lake.
Diamond Lake.
Is it Diamond?
Because we kept thinking it was
Yeah,
Crystal Lake.
No, that's
Friday the
Jason
13th.
Voorhees.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anything you do before you guys leave for Diamond Lake, aside from, I suppose, waiting for the doppelgangers to finish cooking?
Yeah. Get the doppelgangers finished cooking and then
I'll just what the rumors or anything like that. Like I'll go to the local pub every night.
Oh, I guess. So, assuming you said you examined the room, nothing looks like it was like
Taken?
stolen. You don't see anything rifled through. There aren't
Really?
any books knocked. Yeah, it
So
looks like
I want all the valuables.
okie doke.
I
Well,
mean,
that's-
Corsair gives this look like I expected this of you, so I'm not going to say anything.
you're
But I'm
living
still judging you.
You're living down to her expectations.
So, okay. So, how are you going to? Because the bag of holding has limits.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Because
I guess I
most
want
of the
all
valuables
I
you
want all
find-
the coin.
Oh, is this the money? Oh.
The silverware, you know.
Anything easily fenced?
Unless there's something nice and clear.
Yeah, we're probably not taking the the clocks in the house or anything like that, right? The grandfather clocks or anything like that.
Okay, so are you saying that you want to grab all the money unless there's a big expensive object, in which case
money
you will
and
just
jewelry.
money and jewelry. He's wearing various jewelry
I will
pieces.
take that.
Okay.
And how much?
I want to tell you that later because
So hold on.
honestly, I didn't expect this for some reason.
How could you not expect that?
Well, partially because, well, the adventure doesn't actually mention what's in his house to steal.
That is so weird.
So that's why I gotta.
That's a
When I first ran this
abandoned
campaign,
house.
when I first ran this campaign that had an actual tiefling thief in it, they didn't loot his house when he died. I will have to actually give you the money. I'll determine the money after the.
Yeah, that's fine.
It will be contained as
That's
far
fine. I
as
put
best as you can.
Elegos jewelry and coins.
His money's actually stashed in what you assume to be a
Mattress?
magic mattress. No, a magically trapped chest.
Yeah.
I can dispel the magic.
Magically trapped. I'm putting this down.
You don't find any money just haphazardly scattered around,
Okay.
like Skyrim
No.
style. So you're
No
assuming
coin
that
on
it
the
has
on
to
the
be-
bureau or
That's
anything.
okay.
Yeah.
Potions. How about I just list this all and I'll ask you, okay? Potions. Question mark.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna nip the potions in the bud.
Okay.
So he has 2 superior quality mending potions,
2 supplementing.
2 superior quality mana potions,
Ooh.
and I'm assuming actually this is while you guys are waiting for the oven to be done, Hamal is carefully examining the potions to determine, like, you're not looking at them going like, yeah,
I
mana
see what you
potion.
mean. Yeah.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
you grabbed all this shit, went back to the lair, and this is where you're actually doing the identification process.
Yeah.
1 potion of Dragon's Breath,
What's that?
of Fire Dragon's Breath, and 3 actual magical healing potions.
Awesome. Oh, I'm going to pick up what I need to do or need to get for a teleportation circle.
To learn how to build one, or to just find the ritual for it?
Learn how to build one. So that way, if we should find ourselves halfway across the continent and we need something here, you know what I'm saying?
The Mages Guild will sell a diagram of how to build it,
Mm-hmm.
but that will cost you 1,000 silver pieces.
Oh, son of a bitch. No, that's fine. Well, that's fine with you guys, yeah?
I'm
Well-
sorry. What was it?
1,000 silver pieces.
Each?
No, for the instructions on how to build the
Oh.
teleportation device.
Yeah, I don't care. And did Kelly buy something, by the way? The
Yes,
Armor.
1,000 silver armor.
Okay, that's fine. No, you can still get the instructions too.
I mean,
don't
honestly,
care.
what Simi's going to steal from this guy is going to more than make up for them
Exactly.
anyway.
See what I mean? I'm your guys' bookkeeper / broker. Come on.
Corzel didn't say no.
Oh, I know you didn't.
I'm just saying, like she'll judge you for it, but she's like, okay, we've got bigger things to deal with, aka a freaking zombie worm god.
Yep.
She'll play her judgery do. And actually, this will give me time to, I'll figure out what that stuff actually is and what it's worth, because you haven't fenced it yet.
I will look at it.
So now what are you doing after you rob this guy's? Well, are you actually going to try to take the paintings and the statues and the mountain monster heads?
I mean,
and
anything I can just put my hand in put in my pockets and I'll take.
Just like imagine you walking out with like carpets and stuff, and just draped around you.
Jesus.
Is there any nice armor or anything in there? Anything magical in there? Besides the chest.
Take all.
I tried to roll on the table.
No,
Aww.
I'm gonna look at.
Magical
So,
dagger.
what's your next
Magical
course of
dagger.
action while I look all this shit up?
Yeah, you have detect magic as well, right?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm like, is there anything magical?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we'll have the.
By the way, is Cedric going to play with us?
That's he wants to.
Oh, wow. Okay. Surprising.
Well, you guys are doing lots of, he's seen the world. He's maybe saving the world. It's better than being a guard just
True.
stabbing lizard guys.
We just keep forgetting about him, though.
Well, yeah, he's kind of a red shirt character.
He's also very quiet.
Well, he has saved your guys' asses.
But it's true.
Yes.
He's more of that secondary character in a TV show that all of a sudden one season does something amazing, and you're like, oh, wow, that character's not so bad.
And then he dies.
I mean, Corzell didn't care for him to begin with, but
Who have you cared for?
not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Their names aren't important. Next plan of action.
I guess we'll just go back to the hut and wait for the doppelgangers to cook.
So I believe that was going to be 1 day per level. So about a week later, they pop out. Or you made one big one, or did you make like one kind of big one and one smaller one?
One kind of big one.
Wait, one big one up to his maximum, and then whatever's left into a secondary one.
Yeah.
And Filge wants us to put his crystal in the big one.
Yes. Yes, he does. And Hamal is totally for that as long as Filch tells Hamal how to do what he did.
What did he do?
Put his soul in a gem.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah, well, it was Bozo that did
that Thulid bastard did this. He sucked my mind out and put it in a crystal and killed me.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
You can go strap yourself into the...
Is this the doppelganger talking now?
This is the crystal.
Oh, okay.
Just telepathically speaking now.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Damn.
You can do it if you just go strap yourself in that machine down there.
Oh, God.
Uh,
That's a neat character to play. A crystal where you just stick it in like a...
Doppelganger?
Yeah. It'd be neat if it could be more like inanimate objects, too. Like a statue or a...
so like your guys' Dungeon World Golem playbook.
Yeah.
But the doppelganger, let me find stats on it. What level were each of the doppelgangers?
What was the max we could get up to? 10, like me, and then...
Your level, like one level 10 one, or...
And then like
something
one
else.
level 2 one, I think.
Yeah, I think that's
2 or 3 or something. Yeah.
I think I said there's enough doppelganger stuff to make like 12 levels worth of it.
Right.
Thank you, Dr. Net. So you'll have all your stats figured out. So one level 10. And Just need to get stats hashed out really quick.
Maul is all for immortality, but there are issues he has with the process.
Of course, it has a few more issues.
Yeah, no, of course. One of them being, oh man, Corzel would kill me if I ever turned myself into a crystal.
Not necessarily.
Well, I can't imagine you'd be thrilled, given I would have to brew up new bodies for myself.
Yeah.
Well, again, they'll just say that it's good as a, it's good as a fallback. If you could find a way to get it to just copy your mind instead of sucking your brain out, then you
Oh man,
it wouldn't be you, but
well that always.
So huh?
I would say that's always the plot, isn't it? Like, just make copies of yourself and just fill the world with Hamals.
Yeah, and I think all these Hamals, they could do work for you while you're not there.
Oh my god. You're making this too enticing now.
I'm just telling. Hamal's got a good intelligence. He's obviously already thought of all this stuff.
He has, but he figures time can wait until the world's not immediately, but until the world's not in danger.
The doppelganger skills, it's Demolition Man rules. So you pick the skills that they would have access to, that you basically program them to know how to do.
Gotcha. Okay. Pretend to be real people will be one of them.
Is it bluff?
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me look at the list. I'm not going to give them skills in alchemy because we don't need them making more of themselves. Perception. How many does it get? Do they get? One per level?
The gets 4 skills.
Sorry, which one?
The level 10 one gets 4.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give it bluff, diplomacy, perception.
4.
Jesus. God, why do I not have the... I got really excited there for a second. You sent me the invitation to edit, and it said doppelganger, and I knew what it was, but for some reason my mind went, is he working on a doppelganger playbook?
Streetwise might be useful. Streetwise or stealth or stealth.
That's right.
Or search.
Yeah. We could do streetwise stealth, bluff. Streetwise buff stealth. I'm just making sure I can see the list here.
Actually, I can set this one so that you can edit it and you can fill in the 4 skills as you want to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, 30 on.
Let me test. Oh, it totally is. Yeah, I can edit.
Okay, cool. And then you can just kind of fill those in however you want to do it. And then the other one gets 3 skills at +1 plus whatever the ability mod is.
Mm-hmm. Survival for tracking. So bluff, perception, stealth, and survival is what I will put in there. Sound good to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would give Streetwise to the weaker one, though.
Yes.
Now, is that stuff Filge is getting in his doppelganger?
No, that's the default doppelganger. If Filge goes into it, then while his crystal is inside of it, it'll have skills that he has.
It'll have different skills, It'll be Filge, I guess, yeah.
And then, so it'll get like, a big Arcana bonus. It'll get some Alchemy bonus. It'll have all of his. Its mana will be not there yet because it's not his body. That's going to require some. That'll take some conditioning to gradually up his mana cap to what Phil was used to be at. But it'll have access to all of his wizard talents that he used to have.
Gotcha.
So does he start talking immediately? And I know Corzel doesn't know about this.
As soon as you put him in there, he's just like oh well, this is kind of weird. And you see like the body's kind of like bending and kind of twisting. His arms are like kind of stretching out, like he's trying to
get his own body.
Well, he's trying to. It's more like he's trying to he's testing it out almost.
He's stretching.
He's got a.
Yeah.
Corzel, this is Filge.
I think she kind of looks between. Yeah, I think she looks between the doppelganger and him. Like you can tell, like she already had a perturbed expression through this whole last step, right? Like we're waking up the doppelgangers, right? Like here we go, and then who is it? Who puts it? Who's the crystal in the inside of it? Is it Sumio?
Oh, that would be Humal. Humal does that.
Maul does it, yeah. Yeah, so she's kind of like, she sees him do this, like, okay, that obviously that's a thing that he has to do, right? And it's like, and then he starts talking, she's gonna ask, like, do they have to talk? But of course they have to talk. She's like, so in her head, she's just like moaning and bitching, and all of a sudden you turn to her and say, oh, by the way, this is Phil, and she just kind of looks at you, like, she just doesn't go through, like, it takes her a few seconds to understand what you mean by that.
Yeah.
What makes it even weirder.
So she's got this blank, mean expression on her face, and then all of a sudden it just kind of becomes very determined, just like, and she just looks exasperated.
Well, you see, he had his mind torn out of his body, and so I figured might as well let him make use of this. He's been a stalwart ally to us in the past.
Well, what makes it a little weird, though, weirder than you might initially think, is that if you've ever seen those Mass Effect Andromeda things where people are talking about the animation glitches and that's what Phil is looking like while he's doing this. Like his hands are moving in weird ways, and he's walking kind of bow-legged, and he's trying to get his face expressions are all off because there's no musculature. It's all just goop that he has to kind of concentrate to try to keep it in a shape. So he's trying to mold his face okay, I think my nose used to be this long. And so it's almost like looking at a weird character generation thing where his chin's too pointy and he's mushing it around like clay. And then he's just and he just mushes his face back like, you know what? Fuck it. Too much trouble.
Phil, you could.
Yeah.
Really?
I think eventually she'll kind of purse her lips and say, like, where did you get the crystal?
That's where I step in. I'll come up and say, well, remember how I was like, you know what, I'm going to take these crystals here down when we were trying to deal with what was all the first time when he was, a fake Elagos, I believe? Isn't that right?
There was a doppelganger that looked like Elagos.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, well, we were fighting that worm in the arena area, the big one. All of a sudden, Phil started talking to me out of nowhere, and I realized it was from the crystal I had taken Phil's brain, soul, whatever you want to call it. And when he heard Humal was making doppelgangers, he asked to be part of it, so I let Humal know.
Doppelfilge will chime in and say that it's a good thing that you stopped it because I figured out what that whole thing was about. And he reveals that Rossi was trying to turn himself into a Death Knight. If that thing had killed the guy, it would have fulfilled some Caius prophecy thing that would have made him into an immortal warrior with a fiery steed and commanding of an undead army.
So thanks to Filch here, we don't have an immortal enemy with steed and whatnot.
Yeah, it would have been a real hassle trying to get a body if I was just a crystal. Only you guys is a dead zombie thing.
I mean, if you want, we can go find you a corpse. But I figure the doppelgangers have more utility.
It's going to take some getting used to. He's kind of doing like a rippling arm, like rubber pencil type thing, but he can actually make it, bend all around.
Like cartoonish.
Yeah.
Maybe think of
Adventure Time?
No, I'm thinking Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
At the end. When he's like all weird doing it.
His eyes bug out.
Mm-hmm. But Adventure Time's way more. It's like a Jake, right?
Well, whenever they do the Ripley arm thing.
Uh-huh.
The grass.
Well, yeah, actually, Jake is a very good,
analogy to that.
yes.
Ooh, he could make a key hand.
And then a lock hand. So Filge is, he's. How do I do the clothing thing? He's mushing himself around. So what's the next move?
Wake the other one up.
Isn't it awake already?
I figured we woke the important one up first. 3 skills up +1. Okay. I'll just write in the skills. So streetwise, bluff, insight.
So this one, the Filge one, they both look like the other one that you found. The Abbey one did.
Yeah.
But when Filge got into it, then he moved around. He moved around, messing with his body. This one just kind of, spherical head, no features, and it just stands there looking at you, Hamal. It says awaiting instructions.
Bodyguard duty. Protect me. Let me know if anyone's lying to me. Well, protect all of us.
So, look like a bodyguard?
Yeah.
Recommended form.
Brown hair, brown eyes, human male, light armor.
And it just kind of, the hair everything just kind of explodes out, shrinks down. Within seconds, it looks just indistinguishable from a male human soldier. And Shoulder's like, how did it? Just
Phil, maybe you should just think about it and then it'll happen.
he thinks about it it's like he tries to do like a rope thing and it kind of droops down. It doesn't move quite as. It looks like he's badly animated almost.
Huh, I wonder.
I'm a necromancer, not a sculptor.
Yeah, so.
Speaking of Filge, again, if you need another body, we can go get you one. But as it stands, you don't need anything else.
You didn't happen to find any of my stuff, did you?
You took some of the books, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got a
Not
couple
that
of your
I found
books.
out.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I got a couple of your books.
What did
Mhm.
did we figure out who killed Filge? I guess we can ask him, but
It was the Thulin.
yeah. Right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
The Philid killed me, but it was the doppelgangers that brought me down there.
Now,
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah,
Or did they like lure you down there?
he was already digging something out, wasn't he, or something?
He says that he came here and he holed himself up in the poor area to try to avoid getting he was trying to lay low after the whole Diamond Lake cement incident thing, and he was doing like little menial things like contacting dead for grieving family members or whatnot, moving corpses, and then he was moving stuff to the sewers. He was trying to help someone else out move bodies to the sewers, obviously for necromantic purposes, but that's what's his bag. And then one day he just got jumped by people that he didn't recognize.
Or was it just
no?
okay.
This is before he came in.
Okay, because I was the one who decided to help him with whatever, and it ended up not being him, obviously. So
No, he doesn't. He doesn't remember any of that, obviously. He got attacked by some people, didn't recognize him, and then when he woke up, he was in that room, and the people that had brought him down there were turned to be doppelgangers. But he wasn't aware of any doppelgangers before that.
okay.
Otherwise, he might have been a little more careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been smart, but
We can't all be Hamal.
Yeah, well, he worked hard to get his int up that high.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, Hamal is higher level than Filge.
Oh, am I?
Yes, but he's dumped all into necromancy.
This is yeah. No. He has 10 levels of necromancy instead of, or he has however many levels of necromancy instead of me, who I have 10, and they're kind of split out between 4 different schools now.
But your other minions are still awesome.
Yes. No, they're still great.
So the doppelgangers are
Done.
bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Again, so like assuming Simi went out over the course of the week while you're waiting for that to happen, the whole Rockbeam thing is they assume that someone abducted him or he's dead and buried somewhere. The watch they've basically started auctioning off his stuff to pay for people that died in the arena, to pay for people that wanted the match never happened.
Right.
So now they're trying to find someone who can kind of take over his duties because he's gone.
Yeah.
Are people still looking for us?
As far as you can tell, no.
I'm sure they'd still be able to spot us if they saw us. So
There's murmurs, like some of the contestants have just vanished. They assume that maybe there was some kind of suspicion that like maybe not necessarily you guys, but maybe you guys abducted or responsible for abducting him.
Oh yeah, what happened to the other guy?
Auric, the guy that you saved.
Yeah.
Well, what did you guys? Did you keep him charmed, or did you just let him go, or what?
Unless Corgel has any religious reasons not to. I was just gonna.
No, actually, to be honest, Corzel was actually completely fine with you keeping him under control.
Okay.
Then he has been loving the past 10 days hanging out with you guys.
He's been a fun guy.
Corzel's god is he's neutral good. Or good, yeah. He's not lawful good.
Right.
Neither is Corzel.
He's not alive.
It's not like we're mistreating the guy. He's just
Yeah.
just friends, just good friends.
If any of you want to Actually, he could have sparred with Corzale, justifying fighter levels. Showing you the ropes, fighting techniques.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Or even with the doppelgangers. Yeah.
If anyone else wants to learn any fighter levels as well, then he can show you how to do that.
Nah, I'm cool.
So he's still here, Cedric's still there, and Phil's is here. So the whole family's back together.
Yay!
Again.
Now we can
Hootie as
envision
well?
us into a whole family.
How big is Hootie now?
He's large.
Oh crap! That's right. He would have been a horse, not a dog.
That's why I said.
Yeah, that's why I said horse. Yeah.
No, I figured a horse. You know.
Yeah. He would have.
You said I could ride him now, right?
Yes, you can
So
ride
I
him.
could even pretend to ride them.
Very wide horse, like a Clydesdale, but a horse nonetheless.
Yeah, he'll need his own. He'll need 2 rations worth of food a day. So actually, the 10 days you guys have been down here, that would have meant everyone.
I did get those 17 rations at one time.
Oh, they're all gone.
Okay, so maybe we should buy some rations.
Yeah, we can afford it.
I really haven't been keeping track of that at all.
So
There's
10 days
definitely a list of smaller items we should probably consider
The sundries and all that. Well, if we've got to head back to,
before we leave, though.
head back to Diamond Lake.
Excuse me.
Oh, sure. Actually, how much?
Well, it is. So if you want to ride on him, having at least a saddlebags to carry stuff is 30 silver pieces.
Okay.
And then the armor is whatever you want times double price.
For a double price of the saddle?
The double price of the armor normally costs.
Let's get him some leather.
Okay, so that's going to cost you 100 silver pieces, and he gets damage resistance 1 or +1.
Yeah. Well, he's had an armor of 2 at the time.
So it's 3.
Okay. Oh, +1, I guess. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Corzale.
Mm-hmm.
We still have the scroll that deals with making the big giant worm things. Do you have any opinions on what we want to do with that? Also, give me a second. My wife's calling me.
Scroll that deals with worms?
It's the.
It was. Remember when we were finding
It's
out?
a scroll that will tell you how to make that giant worm thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck no. Let's burn that.
Assuming that you, Corzale, are like, fuck no, let's burn that, and you immediately start just like douse it in flames, it is apparently unburnable.
No. I mean, she wouldn't just snap it. She's kind of well past that point where she's going to try and just rip things out of her friends, quote unquote friends' hands and destroy them. But yeah, let's definitely not keep that.
Well, Hamal is like, well, hold on. Let's not be too hasty. I mean, not Hamal, Filge.
Oh yeah.
Same person.
She would definitely not give it to Filge. She would destroy Filge before she even let him get a glance at that thing.
Okay, see that was like the way I see it right now is we've got a couple choices. One, we can keep it, maybe use it, right?
Or bury it for.
But Corzale has issues with that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
The other being keep it for safekeeping, like
Or
for the
keep
same.
it out of other people's hands, right?
You're right.
So Filge knows that it is a very ancient thing from before the age of man, and it's not a thing that's easily destroyable.
Yeah.
It's easily buriable.
It is easily buriable.
No, she would rather Hamal keep it and not use it.
The
Yeah.
lesser of two evils.
Oh,
Oh,
we need
what?
to find out where a sphere of annihilation is.
A sphere of annihilation.
Yes.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
the
because those
ball?
are just laying around. Yeah.
Well, actually, that would do it. That would get rid of the scroll
Okay.
if you found one.
Well, we can use that to get rid of the scroll, but don't forget I also have my tongs.
Yes, the tongs will let you safely move that thing around.
I got my horns.
They will get disturbed with the spirit of annihilation. He has a pair of magic tongs
No, I
that
know
actually
that.
let him move it around.
I remember that. Anyways, so I'm guessing we all need rations. Can doppelgangers eat?
No, they don't eat, sleep, breathe. They're immune to poisons and diseases.
But Senric and Auric eat.
Oh yes.
So how many rations do we need?
It's about a week trip back to Diamond Lake. So Senric was just getting 10 just in case there's some kind of sidetrack deviation thing that is taking you guys a little longer.
10 for him or
10 per person.
Oh, okay. And I know Hoodie needs twice as much.
Yes.
So much want me.
We're kind of just snowballing in people.
70, I believe is the right number. 70 things of ration.
There are 5 silver pieces a pop.
Each ration?
Yes. So that's 50 silver pieces
That
per
would
person.
be 350 silver pieces.
And again, everything you stole from Elagos' house would more than pay for that.
Yeah.
That's right. But you haven't told me what I get yet. So.
Okay, fine.
Well,
I'm going to say that Hamal cracked the box. Let's see what's in the box. The box has 110 gold pieces, 1,000 silver pieces, and that's it.
What about his jewelry?
Let's say over the 7-day spread, you gradually fence it to different people, so it's not to where else. Let's say you're smart about fencing
Yes,
it.
of course.
And let's say you use Phil, or not Phil, there's another doppelganger to do it, so it's a different person from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to pawn off all his shit for, let me look at the actual jewelry table.
Corzale. The other Corzale, you there?
Yep.
Okay. The other suggestion I had was we give the scroll to your church. See if they had any idea of what to do with it or where to hide it. I don't know if your god has vaults deep in the earth.
Yeah, they do.
You sell off of Elagos' his couple of rings he's got,
Mm-hmm.
and this kind of little brace thing he's got going on, and that gets you a total of 5,000 silver pieces.
Nice.
Okay, so is there 10 silver pieces and 1 gold piece, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Yeah, we were pretty swimming in the dough. I mean, like I said, it's up to you, Corzo. Because if you're not going to let me use it, I mean, I'm more than happy to hold on to it and keep it in the bag of holding with the rest of my potentially world-ending artifacts. But
Yeah, she prefer the party had it for now.
fair enough. Totally cool with me.
She does tell you though not to let Phil just take a look at it.
No, that's fine. He is a better necromancer than I am, but I'm a better wizard than he is at this point.
Yeah, but she's worried about the necromancer part.
No, I know. Yeah, that's what Homal says to that response.
Yeah.
And it feels like, well, what do you expect me to do with that thing? It takes forever to set that thing up.
I'm sure it does, but it's no big deal either way.
Oh, so I can spend favor to re-roll again. I just noticed that you re-added that.
Yeah, because this way, otherwise a war cleric doesn't really have a lot of things to do with favor.
Sure.
So that's the thing you can do with it, and there you go. I mean, this way, like that way, you're not just like, oh, I gotta burn it. I mean, this way, if you just take the war domain and you take something else, there's still a war-oriented thing to spend your favor on, as opposed to whatever else you take that might let you spend favor to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like that. It was always. I mean, I know it's not like really. I don't think it's really something that burning favor is like what you're gonna want to do with it if you have other things to spend favor on. But I always liked it when you had it. It was kind of neat. Made you very accurate.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it would make sense that the favor of a god would allow for one to be more successful in things.
Exactly. Okay, so now that you guys are going to keep the scroll, you fence all the crap up, you got the food, so you guys can now head off to Diamond Lake. Unless you wanted to wander somewhere else for some reason.
No, because we don't have enough rations. I would say we only need to
flush with Elagos's cash, so.
Okay. I would say though that we do disguises until we are far enough away from the Dovin that they don't notice us. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Anybody object?
No.
Okay.
So
I'll be riding my Alba the whole way.
okay, yeah, no one guards let you out of the city, and you live in Dovan. You see some caravans coming and going. After about 4 days, you get to the Blackwall Keep. You see it's still a big pile of melted slag as it was before, and another 3 or 4 days after that, you finally arrive at Diamond Lake, and you see that it's somehow, miraculously, gotten shittier than it was last time you were here.
Well,
You see, before, the lake was, this fetid, sludgy pool of pollution and grime and filth, and the streets were littered with garbage and corpses. The houses were all, except for along the road, that's the vein, where like all the major, like the gambling houses, the bystanders are. All the houses were kind of ramshackle.
Are people still there?
Oh, there are people there,
Okay.
but there's a lot less houses. The houses, a lot of them have been, looks like they've been just knocked over or melted.
Jeez. We should probably ask a guard what the fuck happened.
Is there even anyone around?
Is there anyone that represents the law?
I kind of figured this place would probably be abandoned by now, especially now. Oh, I think yeah, they're not on the call. Cheats.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife just got home, so I was talking to her. Yeah.
So everyone left me for a second. I thought I was going mad.
Can you hear us now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Whenever our cable for our microphone falls out, we can't get it to work again unless we get out and then come back in.
Could you hear us, or because it said you left the call?
I heard you.
Just a little bit. Then we
So you see, some houses look like knocked over, some look melted. Among the houses, it looks like it's been completely just dissolved into a puddle of just blackened ooze. Is Ulliston's house?
Oh, great.
Whose house?
Ulliston.
Ulliston's the guy.
He's the guy who told us to go to Elagos for more information.
Okay. I don't think Corzel did Corzel meet that guy, or can't?
Yeah.
He did. Okay.
So there are still people here. There aren't as many, bodies in the spirit as you've seen before. So it seems like maybe crime went down a little bit because of whatever happened. Made people kind of force the band together, or made a lot of people leave.
I guess we can go ask a guard.
But you see, mostly you're seeing people just kind of trying to rebuild some houses.
Okay, well, I guess I would. Is there any guards or anything?
Yeah. You actually do see guards. They're actually helping. They're helping rebuild.
Oh, I could ask them.
there looks like a couple of impromptu watchtowers that have been set up. Looks like they're keeping their eyes mostly on the sky.
Oh, no.
That's what the guard tells you. He says, he looks a little shaken, so he says a few days ago, the dragon, Black Scales, just descended out of the sky. It demanded to know where Olliston was, but we haven't seen him for a couple of days. He's been out exploring the cairns.
Oh.
And
Thank God.
I don't think it believed us, or it was just enraged, and it was looking for. It wanted to know about other people, but it didn't give us any names.
Did it give you descriptions?
Hmm?
Did it give you descriptions?
No, it just it couldn't smell whoever was looking for here, and that also seemed to infuriate it even more.
Gotcha.
So it destroyed a bunch of houses, ate a bunch of people, killed other people, and eventually it left, and hasn't come back.
Thank God, right?
I think the gods hasn't come back. I hope whoever it's looking for doesn't come here.
Do you happen to know which cairns the Alliston went into?
I don't. He wouldn't.
I have a funny feeling I know which one he's in.
Well, just be careful that dragon's about, and dragons have a keen sense of smell. So
I was gonna once we're done.
Not stay here at all. Period. And I don't think Corsair knows anything about this.
What, the dragon?
Yeah, because she came in after that.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I mean, to be fair, she assumed it was a dragon when she saw what happened.
Yeah. No, as soon as they're done talking, like Homal will lean into Corsair and say, "Oh yeah, Caius has a dragon."
She kind of throws up her arms, like, "What else is new?"
Yeah, no, it's probably some kind of awful worm dragon, but it is what it is. A worm.
it's a double dragon.
Double dragon.
Oh my God.
Right, it's a 1980s beat 'em up arcade game.
Yeah, let's go find Bimmy and Jimmy. They'll know what to do.
I don't even know their names.
Yeah.
I haven't played them with Dragon forever. So you guys gonna go to the cairn?
Yeah, we need to. We might. Tamal will say, yeah, we probably shouldn't stay here. We could set up a teleportation circle back to Dovin.
Well, Phil just points out that observatory would be a good place for that.
Yeah, no, true enough. I was going to stay within the cairn itself, so that way it's a little less, it's a little more defensible, given it only has one entrance and is not a dilapidated building.
Well, the observatory was pretty solid, but Phil, I have him into the cairn, so if you think it's a better place, then yeah, we can do it there.
We'll see. Let's go find Olliston first.
Okay. So getting yourself to the cairn is about a 30-minute walk. But you guys still know exactly. Even without the map, you still remember where it is. You've been there plenty of times.
Yeah. Of course, now this will be your first time.
The cairn. One thing that you don't remember is the terrain. It used to be like it was kind of hilly, lightly forested. After about 10 minutes of walking there, the ground becomes distinctly swampier. The trees look all kind of dead and gnarled. There's still hills, but they're all muddy, and there's like these swampy pools kind of surrounding them, as if the whole area's been flooded.
Oh, great. Okay.
and once you about 20 minutes going towards it, it's actually easy to find now because there's a lot less trees. There's really nothing to like conceal the terrain. That's what the camera started to find before because it was so heavily overgrown. Now you can about 10 minutes away from it, you can kind of see the hill that it was dug into. But most of the terrain is now flooded swampland.
Interesting.
Wait, this is to get to the one we think he's at.
Yeah, it's the terrain's drastically changed since you were here last. It used to be like kind of rolling grassy hills, lovely forest, and now it's a swamp. And all the trees look like they're dead.
Oh, Corzel, this will be your first time here. This area used to look a lot better. I don't know what happened to it.
The water is about up to it varies. Further away, it was about like thigh to knee deep. Now it's about waist deep. And there's a lot less. Also, further away, there was like more kind of hills you could walk on to get out of the water. But now it's very few.
Mm-hmm. When she first met the party, it was like in a melted barracks, right? Or near a barracks, yeah.
What about?
Oh, you mean the tower?
Was it a tower?
That was near the city, not near. I don't think the cairn.
Okay.
No, the cairn was not anywhere near the barracks.
Where's the cairn in relation to the lake then?
It's about a half hour north of the Diamond Lake.
Okay. So close.
What about the place that we met Phil Jim? Was that
The
still?
observatory?
Yeah.
That's in a different direction.
I know that, but I guess I was wondering if it was still empty or not.
Well, yeah, you guys didn't go there, so you don't know. But Phil's recommended as a kind of a base, since it worked out really well for him until you guys showed up. But you're at the cairn now, so about 10 minutes away, you can see it. You can actually see the cairn stone sticking out of the ground in the distance. So what are you guys doing?
You mean it's under the swamp?
No, it's out.
Okay.
It was high enough ground where it's still out of the swamp.
Well, I guess we should just try and keep going.
Slogging towards it?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has anything else they want to do.
No.
Not immediately. The whole way there, Corzel will be, or Kamal will be regaling Corzel with stories of their first couple adventures before she showed up. It's like, oh yeah, this is where.
There was Adair, the other cleric.
There was Adair, and played by Chris. And oh yeah, this is where she picked up Hootie after we killed his mom.
Don't forget, Adair had the dire chicken.
Yeah,
this is true.
So, while you were regaling the whole story thing, everyone can give me a perception roll.
Right, that'd probably be useful. Dice roller.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Her perception's pretty good, right? I think, pretty sure. Yeah, she has. Yeah, 8 + 8 is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see here.
She's maxed out. I think. Yeah, she is. Yeah. Well, she can increase it by increasing her wisdom, but yeah, otherwise. D20 + 8. 25. 17 + 8.
I did a 22. The low-level doppelganger's name is Abito, by the way.
Betome?
Abito.
Oh, okay.
EBYTO.
EBYTO. Okay.
But does not have perception.
So, what everyone get?
25.
22.
11. What
So
about Senric and Auric?
so Corzel, Himal's just like, and over there this happened, and there down that direction there's a farm where that happened, and he's just going on with stuff, and you're just kind of like, oh Jesus Christ. And you're looking around, and you think you see like just like a glimpse of like the water rippling, just the faintest, off to like your right, and you're looking, like, like, huh, maybe it was just tricking my eyes, and then you're thinking about it like, the guy said black dragon, and you fought some black dragons before, and one thing you remember was that they can breathe underwater.
Oh God.
Like indefinitely. And you keep looking, and then you're looking to your left, looking to your right, and then you kind of stop for a second, and you just get this weird feeling, and then like it's like something's watching you. And when you turn on, everyone keeps walking as well as this, then this and that, and then you see out of the water looms this kind of long serpentine head on a long serpentine neck, the face mostly kind of skull-like, like the flesh is stretched a little too thin around it. Out of its mouth, you see these green, like it's drilling green just a little bit, and it hits the water and it sizzles.
Time to kill a dragon. JK, I'm going to charm the shit out of it.
And it breathes in very deeply, and that's when you all actually know it first hear it. You just hear this like.
I mean, to be honest, I think Corzel, being the paranoid person that she is, would have warned them well before it got a chance to inhale.
You would think that, but for some reason you're like gripped with a fear that you've never known before. Like you fought big Caius worms and worm-infested zombies. You've been outnumbered, and that was easy for you to do.
Well,
it's looking at you. You felt a chill that you've never ever known before.
Dragon sign. And
it breathes in deeply, and then this is when you all finally first hear it, and it says, "Some of you I recognize. Some of you are new, but I'm going to kill you all regardless."
Can I say, wait.
And then it opens its mouth, and a spray of acid shoots out. And that's where we're stopping it this week.
Oh, I was going to say acrobatics. In the water.
No. So we'll see who gets killed by acid next week.
No will save versus Dragon Fear?
I will let you do that next time, just to see if you can shake it off in the face of this. But that was mostly just kind of like a flavorish thing. Mm-hmm. This is actually it's a huge dragon, like the size of a house, very old. So it's gonna give you a little bit of fear just for the start, but you might shake it off before kind of penalties happen or mechanic things happen. But
I just figured like Corzel, being how paranoid she is, she would take cover right away. She wouldn't just stand.
That's what we're going to see with the next week when I determine who the ass is going to actually hit. Then I'll let you guys make your reflex saves and whatnot, because for all you know, it may not be going for you, Corzel, because you weren't there when Adair broke the egg.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, you didn't fight this thing, right?
No,
they never saw it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
In effect, tribal lizardmen were guarding its egg, and then the egg broke, and there was a bunch of Caius worms in it.
Okay, so maybe it saw you, but
Adair broke the egg.
Gotcha.
This is true.
All right.
I'm trying to remember, but I think his plan was he actually wanted to eat it. Like, he didn't know that it was full of Caius.
Yes, and then I was trying to convince him to keep it, because I was like, come on, if we can nurture and hatch it, we'd have a freaking dragon on our side. And he's like, no, I don't want to do it. And then as he picked it up, It
Yeah.
just it
Yeah, he
Or-
picked it up and it shattered and bad stuff happened.